Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons on Overdrive Theatre. My name is Neil and I will be a Dungeon Master for this evening. Joining me are Alex.
Hello, I am Alex. I am playing Milo Silentfoot, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue.
We also have Nick.
Hey, I'm Banther Snipes. I'm a Wood Elf Ranger.
We have James.
I am the bad cleric, Varson, Kador's son.
The Forge Cleric, Kador
Fail
Varson.
cleric! I am terrible!
Oh, you couldn't keep them alive. Oh, James. Anyway, we also have Chantelle.
Hello, I am Chantelle. I play the Wood Elf Bard, Sariel.
Just a word of thingy. I have a cup of Earl Grey. I also have another cup of... I'm double parking Earl Grey this evening.
Did you clap your clapperboard?
I clapped the clapperboard. Yeah, that episode where I did the clapperboard like 15 minutes in. I have literally just edited that and that went up today as we record, or a month in the past if you're watching this in the future. So that's fun. It was episode 13. Yes, we've done the clapperboard.
Can you tell me in minutes how long it would be if they watched it 15 minutes in the future?
If they watched episode 13, but we're on episode 16, 20, I don't even know, what, 20 now? Maybe? 16? Episode 17 maybe? I don't know. Nick, stop.
What?
James, tell Nick. He's messing with the time-space continuum.
What are we doing?
We're doing Dungeons and Dragons and Overdrive Theatre. My name is Neil. Anyway, so last episode was a bit of a monster one. We did some.
Everyone lived. We had leveled up.
We did a bit of a major naval battle because the crew of Captain Ariso and the Bobs, they turn out to be not quite pirates, but James?
Dead.
What are the crew if they're not pirates?
Sailors.
Seamen!
You're not happy.
No, I'm not happy.
No. So they're not.
Privateers.
They're privateers. So the crew turn out to be privateers who really like
Bootleg CDs.
They really like taking merchant's cargo, especially if it contains avocado pears or fruit of any nature. And the reasoning is that, well, in the port, if there's scarcity, then the value of the cargo goes up. So
Car goes up.
car
Steal
goes
all
up.
your car.
Yes, your fantasy cars. The value of the cargo goes up because of scarcity. So the merchants don't lose, and the privateers get fruit, which and parfaits and things like that, because that's something they're into. However, you did a raid on a ship last week, the Prunella, which turned out to be something of a Q ship. If you ever want to go and look up a Q ship on Wikipedia, you'll find that there was some hidden mercenaries on board. Perhaps the merchants had hired these guys as a distraction. Fighting took place, and while Ariso and the crew of the Bobs were using non-lethal combat methods, although Ariso's dragon-headed hammer is more or less lethal than any other hammer, they're using blunt weapons. One of the fighters aboard the Prunella turned out to be something of a sorcerer and was largely unable to do much other than drink potions for the combat right up until the end, when they unleashed a fireball on the tiefling Lillian, who was knocked to the deck and subsequently has died.
She did!
She did. Ariso and the crew of Bobs took a thin stiletto dagger, and after much hesitation and arguing about who should try to stab her and where and how, she was stabbed in the heart with this obsidian stiletto dagger. She's still dead, but apparently there was some instructions that went with it. The party were not, party 2.
Yep.
And so and I do have the battle map from last session as well, because it's still there. So that was the state of the battle map at the end of combat last time. So you had the Prunella on this side, and you had the Renown, the ship that you were on the other side. So good. Just to give you an idea of what everything was like, and you also had your IKEA ballista. So you managed to hook the other boat and bring it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, as far as I know, was on the Renown. Ariso was kneeling over Lillian with the Bobs, partly Bobs because they just didn't want to give you their names, and probably didn't trust you all that much when you first joined the crew, and partly because I just don't want to name 100 and something people on a large sloop rigged ship, because that's just crazy. Oh yeah, what's that guy? You know, that one guy we met on that ship. Oh no. So is there anything specific you'd like to do? Because there is something specific Ariso would like to do.
Yes,
I'm going to go raid the other ship, see if I can find
As
some
he
shinies.
stands, the other ship is still full of enemy
Bobs.
combatants.
Oh, but they threw their arms down, didn't they?
Well, they stopped fighting,
Yep.
Kill them all?
but they didn't.
No.
They didn't surrender as such. Ariso stands and barks orders at the crew. And just yells orders at the crew. Anyone who is near him sees him. He looks
Well, I'm with him.
stoic, almost cinematic,
Oh!
as the sails behind him drop. The Renown is now under full sail. The sea anchor, which is an anchor you drop in the water but not on the seabed,
It's like a damn
is
bucket.
pulled, and Bob's pulled back the ladders that were linking the two ships together. So there we go. That's the right way up. So the two ladders are pulled back in. Sails are dropped, and it's a sloop-rigged ship, so they are kind of triangular sails. Ariso looks furious, absolutely furious,
He can join me with looking furious then.
as he unbuttons his top, his shirt.
Giggity.
He's just He's just staring at the other ship as he unbuttons his top. You're standing next to him, are you?
I was with Lillian, so yeah, I'm with wherever he is. Because he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah. Anyone else standing? Did anyone else go over to
Yeah,
Lillian?
I was over there as well.
DM Bane did.
Don't think I did.
Okay.
What? Where am I?
We're back on the other.
In the crow's nest, you were.
You were in the crow's nest as
Where's
far as
Fenton?
anyone knows.
It's
Fenton
Fenton.
would have come across.
Would he?
Yeah, because you would have called
I
him
was
as
making sure
everyone
that
was
I'm going to
moving.
recall Fenton. I don't want to be like, see you, buddy.
Okay, you recall Fenton as the Renown starts moving. It's much like a railway engine. These things, when ships start moving, it takes a lot of distance to stop them again. You call Fenton, and anyone on the actual weather deck of the Renown can hear scrabbling of paws and the clicking of nails on wood, and Fenton leaps the gap easily.
To say if you lose
Wait,
a dog,
wait,
I'm
does
going
he-
to
does
kill
he-
you.
I'm going to roll Fenton.
Going
Give me a
to
sec.
kill you.
Let's
Shouldn't
not...
Nick roll for Fenton.
I was going to say, surely Nick should roll for his wolf.
For
No, that's fine, because it's
we can always tie a rope to the halfling and throw him after him.
no. Fenton makes the gap. Fine.
You're light enough to throw. It's easy. It's fine.
We need to keep this thing on rails. Good. That was good. Yeah, Fenton makes the gap.
Of course he does.
So yeah, anyone not in the crow's nest or not trying to hide behind barrels. Barrels. We'll see Riso reach into his shirt and pull out a leather, like a thin leather bifold pouch.
Pooch.
He undoes it and holds it open. On the inside is a sheet of parchment. I'm assuming, well, anyone whose passive perception is greater than 15 or is taking an active look at what he's looking at on the paper So I'm assuming the bard just kind of notices this.
Bard's like, la 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 la. Oh, he's reading that. I'm going to be nosy because I have to. My perception's not that high.
Your perception's not that high. Do you want to roll for perception? If you will, because you're not standing that far away.
20, but not natural.
Dirty 20, good.
Dirty 20. This is a nice roll.
The bard and...
Where were you last game?
The bard... Oh, you could have avoided all of this. It was written down as a...
If I went over there and
fork in the story.
Slapped the dude, yeah, it would have been fine.
Yeah, if you'd have slapped the dude, you would actually be going to port with Lillian in one piece. But that's not what happened. It was a branch in the story. That was it. That's how it was written. So now you have a dead tiefling. Sucks to be you. Or the tiefling.
Did we just push her overboard? Did we just set fire to her with a bolt of arrow? Give her a Viking funeral.
Wait, I've got this one. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong?
Everything needs to be on fire.
Everybody seems like something's wrong. Isn't that what you do to your friends? You just shoot arrows into them and set them on fire.
Anyway,
No, we've got to take her back to Charlie.
I do believe the saying you are looking for is, what's wrong with you? I told you she's dead.
Exactly.
She did. Yeah, so you notice that there are words or symbols on the parchment, and they are vibrating. They are shaking. Some of them appear to be almost floating off of the paper itself. They're bound.
Wow, this new 3D porn's great.
They are bound to the parchment, but they do not want to be there. And Oriso has just this look in his eye. If looks could kill, everyone on the opposite ship, everyone on the Prunella would probably be dead.
Ooh,
and you see his lips move as he reads the words off the parchment. As he finishes, and I believe I do have to roll for this, so let's do a little roll. Oh yeah, no, that's good. As he finishes, the parchment crumbles into dust.
Dust, anybody? No dust.
No bit of dust. No bit of dust. In the crow's nest, because you guys probably won't really be able to see this, the ships are still fairly close together. In the crow's nest, can you roll me perception, please? I don't know where the halfling was. Is the halfling on deck? Is he close to the edge? You close to the gunnels?
I rolled a 15.
I don't know.
Okay, so gunnels on a big ship are the side bits. So
I'd imagine I would have crossed the ladders when those.
So were you standing on the edge, or you were standing further back in?
Probably on the edge.
On the edge. You want to roll a perception as well for me? It's a little perception.
It's nothing worth talking about.
No, you don't see it. I don't think Varsin or Sariel see it from where they are. But from the crow's nest, Nick, Banther sees 3, just almost from the side of your ship. You don't know where they came from. 3 sets of streaks bubbling under the water, and they're snaking under the water, and they hit into the hull of Prunella. They never breach the surface. There's no fire. There's nothing. What other
It's
spells?
just launched torpedoes.
What other spells snake through the air in 3s? I can't remember.
Arcane missiles.
A few.
There's a few. The Renown is now under full sail, and you feel the whole ship roll over to one side as it strains against the wind, and you feel that Ariso and crew are basically
hauling
it
ass
to port. Yeah, they're not sparing the horses. You get maybe half a mile away. The Prunella herself never drops sail, and as you watch it disappear backwards away from you, anyone watching the Prunella will see it listing over to one side, and anyone continuing to watch, let's see if they do.
They part of the briny deep now, are they?
Oh, I need some more dice for this. I want to actually make sure.
More dice,
No,
please.
okay. Yeah, no. They do successfully patch at least one of the holes, but the ship gets lower and lower to the waterline. It leans more and more over, and you see it roll until the hull is visible above the water, blowing air out of these holes. And if you continue to watch, eventually all you see is just the keel, just poking up above the water. But it's quite far away. Ariso and crew are not watching. They take
I'll
Lillian.
scoop Lillian up and take her downstairs.
Well,
Or the captain's quarters or whatever.
yes, they're going to the captain's quarters. She's
Yeah.
picked up. Ariso picks her up.
Okay.
Takes her to the captain's quarters and puts her in his cot. So a cot on a ship is essentially a wooden hammock, because you wouldn't want anything bolted to the deck.
Because you're going to go, whee!
Yeah, you don't have to throw it up. Hammocks and cots tend to swing because they're pivoted on 2 points. As the ship rolls, you tend to stay where you are. So that's one of the nice things about a hammock on a boat.
I'm going to follow in and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on her and clean her up.
Okay, you cast Prestidigitation, and you clean her up as much as your magic will allow. She is singed. She's taken a lot of fire damage, so there's definitely a smell of
Dinner.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you leave sausages under the grill for too long. You know, that sort of that kind of.
Turn to Ariso and say, how long until port?
He leans over and says something into the ears of one of the Bobs, who just runs out, books it out. It's a few minutes before they get back, and you see the Bob, well, give a number in knots to the good captain, who makes a mental calculation in his head. Says, well, we can better. Hello, hi.
Hey.
I'm a garden gnome. What's going on here? I haven't had this voice for a while. Says, well, I think we can make it by nightfall if we don't stop. And why would we stop? We're in a boat. It just carries on.
Are the men rested enough for us to not stop?
The men can work in shifts. That's what you do on a boat. You don't just stay up all day and turn everything off at night. It's not quite how things happen on land.
They're up all night to get lucky.
I know, right? We never stop, it's fine.
The boat
Right,
never
I'll go and...
stops. This party does not stop.
No, it doesn't. Right, I'll go and find some people to heal then, Captain. Do you need any?
Actually, no, he doesn't, because somebody baned the enemy captain and the bosun. So the bosun and the enemy captain, whose names they did have names, but hey, you didn't ask them their names, so
The other captain was called Bruna.
damn.
I've got them written down.
Maybe you did. Oh yeah, because the
Because her perception is so freaking high. She was like, what?
Yeah, so the
I read
mage.
the lips of that other man calling him it.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Did anybody hear that sparrow fart 10 miles away? No? Okay, just me then.
Yes. I see you've got. I see you've got a bard in your party. How could you possibly know that? Well, everything I do is counterspelled by it.
Not you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be funny.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's going to be a little bit funny. I'm going to sit on the floor by Lillian's feet under the hammock, and I'm just going to meditate.
Okay.
You're going to sit under a rotting corpse? I mean,
She's
no, it's not rotting.
She's
I was
been
gonna say-
dead for she's cauterized, all right?
Yeah, I was going to say, if we had enough time, I could cast repose. Gentle repose. Oh no, that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you can.
I'd have to have a rest to change my spells.
You can by all manner do that. It's about middays. It's going to be maybe 6 hours to get into port.
Not long enough.
I'm
Need 8
gonna
hours to change spells.
I'm
That's
gonna
okay.
meditate so I can get my full rest in 4 hours. So I'm gonna meditate for 4 hours.
Because
Bloody
elves
elves.
do meditate, yeah. Not really sleep, but they can do it in 4 hours instead of 8.
Yep. I will go through my spells. If anyone needs any healing, any of the bobs, I will just
An elven bard is pretty OP.
half elf. Are you half elf or full elf?
No, I'm a
Yes,
full
wood
elf.
Oh,
I'm
God,
a wood
no
elf.
wonder.
I'm gonna sit and meditate.
Excellent. So you said to meditate. Is there anything you're doing while you meditate? Or you're just it's essentially just a sleep cycle again.
I'm just gonna sit by Lillian, kind of just
Okay.
meditate and keep half an eye out if anyone comes in. But I'm just kind of getting into my meditation.
All right. You have a little sleepy boy, and you do the meditates as is fitting an elf. So for the next 4 hours, is anything anybody else is
loot
doing?
playing tree hugger.
You guys doing anything else?
Helping the crew if they need it.
I'll get back up to the crow's nest.
Trying not to break something, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, they did lose a couple of bobs in the surprise attack. So the crew holds a little funeral at sea for those two.
I will help them if they need it.
Yeah, they really weren't expecting to take as many arrows into the chest as they were. So the first 2 bobs on board, they were felled with a butt ton of arrows. Yeah, they were proper pin-cushioned
Porcupine.
before you guys managed to get in on the action. So they are the bodies are cleaned and then tended to, and then wrapped in linens and weighted. They have a service.
Yeah, I'll say whatever they want me to if they do.
Okay. I mean, if you wanna get on this as the cleric,
I will do.
is there anything you're specifically going to say? No.
Sim
I can find something if you want me to.
Oh, by all means, find something if you want me to. While James is finding that, is up in the crow's nest. I take it you're still doing crow's
I'm
nesty
going
things.
up there.
Oh,
I
can
am
you-
looking around like
Okay.
a ranger would. You
Can
know,
I
you-
still have a spyglass.
Yeah, can you roll your athletics?
Athletics.
Yes. Just make sure you don't slip.
11.
Or whatever. No,
15.
you're already up there, old chum.
15.
15 and 11.
Oh, right.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it felt like.
Unless
I
you want
was
to
up
climb
there.
down and climb back up again. Yeah. I
that's so
believe
then
you're
it-
already up there. All right.
Yeah, I think I
so. You're joined by the
Sup,
rogue.
brah?
What's up, bruh?
who appears and whips out the spyglass. You relieve any bobs who were up in the crow's nest to
So,
go down.
Get out of
I'll
here.
just ask Bobs who they kind of pray to.
Mermaids.
Who would follow a god of some sort, possibly.
Yes, probably a god of the sea.
Oh,
I don't
God,
have.
you want me to, oh, look at
I
that.
don't have my
Hang on.
thing open at the moment. You can look that up. That's good. So, yeah, you're having a little look out. Do you wanna roll your perception while you're up there, looking for stuff through your spyglass, your glass de la spy?
You want like 2 or 3 of those?
Yeah, go for it.
7, a 12, and a 7.
7, a 12, and a 7. Yeah, you're scanning the horizon. You're sort of looking around for a bit. You think you see another boat, just way out there, like way out there. But the longer you look, you're like, nah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just. And you turn the glass around and huff on it and just rub the end of it. Nope. That's just a little bit of dirt on the lens.
Bit of smudgy smudge.
From
Yeah.
a distance, he just looked like a smudge from a lens.
Right, fair enough.
So, okay, Varsin, Kador Varsin, son, Varsin Chaoson.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I've got to try and get this right now. Put the set name right. Otherwise, I'll invoke the wrath of all of the gods.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, you're not where you were. Otherwise, it would have just been straight bellow, and that's fine.
Righto.
Okay, you're ready for this?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, this is going to be something. By all means, give us something.
Right, here we go. So, a little possession. I'll clean myself up with
So
prestidigitation.
these guys are ready to drop some bodies in the sea, and you say,
Our Lady of Silver, we pray thee that the memory of our Bob will be ever sacred in our hearts.
Wait, it's gonna laugh?
Are you giggling while you're saying this, James?
well,
He's saying it quite solemnly. On the inside, I'm dying. It's fine. It's great.
yeah, no, it's fine. Everyone, they give each other a side glance. They're just like,
He's not chuckling. He's just...
and then it's like, and Arisa's like, carry on, lad.
And that the sacrifice which they have offered for cause may be acceptable in thy sight. And may the sailor find repose with the sea in which he gave his life that we might live. Into thy hands, Selune, we commend the soul of thy servant departed, now called unto eternal rest, and we commit his body to the deep.
That was whoa.
Natural one. He throws me overboard.
No, other way, very high. So that was lovely. They gave their life for avocado pears, but that was lovely. And he says that to you, but not
Bob's.
Yeah, specifically to the line, they gave their lives so we may. No, it's like we gave them for avocado pears. So he just he gives a nod, and the bobs are dropped into the ocean, and they go deep. They run silent. They run deep.
That was the shortest one I could find. All right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's like the shortest one. There's ones that like complete poems, and I'm like, no.
Run silent, run deep is not an Adele song.
I'm not saying a
Where
word.
the fish are swimming.
What witchcraft is this?
It's the
4 hours.
Kilograms version.
4 hours pass, and is there anything you'd like to do?
Not particularly.
I'm just going to play my lute.
You're playing your
Just
lute.
gotta
So
wait.
4 hours.
Probably
4
drink.
hours have passed. So you've got another 2 hours before port. So
Do any
your
of you...
What are we on now?
meditation is
Brandy,
done. So.
and then we move on to the port and cheese, or. Oh,
Did any of you guys actually take any damage, by the way?
Nope.
No.
I'm not entirely sure
Okay.
the party did. Did Fenton
Okay.
take damage?
No.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I will just go...
so I can heal any of the bobs who need it.
I'm going to stay in with Lillian because I feel like I should, and I'm more comfortable in sitting in there with her, but I'm just going to get my lute out and play a little song.
Okay, yeah, you get your lute out, you play a little song for Lillian. Another few hours go past. Carrigan Moor appears on the horizon for everyone up in the crow's nest. It's very hard to miss the city. It's
Can I shout land ahoy?
Yes, you can. You wanna shout it?
Land
ahoy!
There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
What?
That's what they do, don't they?
You hear from the crow's nest, "Land ahoy!" is announced, and you can see as the sun is going down, you can see the glow from the city on the horizon. It's big. It's a big old place, and it takes another hour or so before you pull up to the port. As you get closer, the sails are dropped, and the speed is cut, and it cuts down and down and down until you're
Down, deeper
kind of-
and down. Dun-dun-dun.
drift, essentially drift into into the
Tokyo
port entrance
Drift!
itself, where a
Oh,
boat.
sorry. It's not Tokyo Drift. It's Carrigan Moor Drift!
Do you know how they do in Tokyo? Is that is that where the song's from?
it, then you made it, then you really have to go.
Yep.
We're going loco down in Acapulco.
So a boat is rowed out to the Renown, and a chain is hooked over the loop at the front of the boat, which has been added since the boat was in Straylight. And
Your camera has died.
Don't worry.
its camera's died. And the boat is pulled into a berth in the harbour.
Oh.
There's a chain system which pulls boats in and out, which is a lot easier than trying to pilot a boat in and out of the harbour. As it's moored up in the harbour itself against the quayside. Gangplanks are dropped, and actually Ariso goes back into his cabin, and he and the Bobs unhook the cot, and actually I think Ariso, let's just check. I'm going to do a little checky check.
You did a little checky check.
Yeah, no, Ariso's fine. Ariso actually just holds the entire cot with Lillian in it.
I was going to say, I think both me and him could probably do that.
Yeah.
Strength!
She's not that heavy.
She's not that heavy, and we're
big
really
lad.
strong.
Yeah, with a big brass arm. So if you're joining us for the first time, what are you doing here? Go and watch all the other episodes. You'll be a little bit lost. But yeah, Riso has one of his arms is big brass, and he's not afraid to show it.
No.
Yeah, he and a few of the Bobs make their way to the gangplank. A lot of the Bobs are staying on board. Obviously, you don't just push the beeper and put the put the intruder alarm on, put the car alarm on. It's
just
not
the cover
quite
comes
the
over
same.
the top. It's just like
Yeah.
You put that little bolt thing over the wheel.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't do that.
They
Now it's
put
got a
the
thing on the wheel.
put the security lock on the ship's wheel. Yeah.
It's literally just it's a mop. They just put the mop through the spokes.
Yeah. They put one of those. They boot the rudder. They put a clamp over the rudder so you can't drive it off. Yeah, they go to the gangplank, and Ariso and a few of the Bobs trip trap down the gangplank up onto the quayside. I'm assuming is everyone following, or are you just?
Well, I'm assuming they're
sitting
taking
on the
it to Charlie, so yeah, I'd follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring Fenton.
Okay, so you guys coming down from the crow's nest? Can I have athletics?
Oh god, I'm gonna hang around just in case someone botches this.
I just want to know out of pure chaos.
14.
Yeah, that's fine.
9.
Splinters out there.
Well, I mean, it's not graceful. You guys on the deck see the rogue scale down the rigging. Not a problem. The half elf, on the other hand, he does a little slip, and you see him drop down the rigging, and then he gets foot caught, and he's sort of upside down for a second, and then he swings back the right. It's a mess. It is a mess.
Sounds pretty messy.
Yeah, if anyone's watching it, they'd just be like, "What is this?"
Graceful. Does he hurt himself at all?
No.
Okay.
Everyone
Well
makes
done,
it onto the quayside, and you're back on dry land for the first time in a long time.
Thank you, Alabama.
And back in Carrigan Moor, the city of Carrigan Moor where you started.
Oosh. Yay.
I mean, it's kind of like Chiba or anywhere like that. It's your typical fantasy cyberpunk.
I like me travels.
City.
That's why I started. That's why I left the home.
And as you're walking along the quayside, there's a pair of kobolds on the quayside.
Oh yes, please, kobolds, try it.
I
will
intercept.
not be happy.
One holds his hand out to stop the procession, standing in front of Ariso,
I enter
and
stealth.
says, "Can you roll for stealth, please?"
Sure can. 18.
That is okay, cool. You vanish. And still with the party, but you
Literally
vanish.
just kind of climbed on my backpack and is hiding behind me.
Yeah, I mean, to say is there enough stuff on the quayside to hide behind? Is a quayside in a port in a major city? Yes.
There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, there's stuff
It's like
everywhere.
my garage, there's crap everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a teenager's bedroom. You just fall on the floor and disappear under packets of
No.
Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
Mountain
Whatever.
Dew.
Jolt Cola.
Jolt.
Does that still exist?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Is it the
there's
same
about to be
two
a
kobolds
smear
that
on the
stopped us
side.
before?
Well, how would you know? Because
Is
it
this a
doesn't.
perception?
A kobold looks like any other kobold, right?
Wow, that's just kind
That's
of specious,
racist.
isn't it?
I mean, hey. Anyway, so one of the kobolds holds up his hand and says, "Kobold, kobold." And the kobold standing next to him says, "Yeah, as my mate William says, what are you bringing into town? You need to pay the tariff if you're importing goods. What's in the box, my friends? What's in the box?"
Can I use this time to sneak around behind them? As you said, there's lots of stuff.
There is. If you're going to try and sneak right behind them on the quayside, I really want you to roll another stealth check, because there's a lot of stuff there.
Can I have a look around and see if there's
22.
anyone hiding?
Did you say 22?
22.
Yeah, that's fine. Roll a perception. Okay, what did you get?
22.
Not natural 20, just 22 total.
19.
Okay. You roll. Why would? Yeah, you sit down on the quayside, roll a dice, and say, "Yeah, no, that's good enough," and start looking.
I can see your mate over there! You'd be like, what?
If life actually worked like that, it would be so much simpler.
I'm using, wouldn't it? Hang on.
Yeah.
No, you don't give me the speeding ticket.
Oh, natural 20, no speeding ticket. I don't. I just put the lid on, and I realised I had the microphone keyed. It's probably going to sound like a wet fart.
No, not really. It just went.
Oh, did it? Okay.
It just sounded like you put a lid on something, it's alright.
Oh yeah, cool. Anyway, you look around. Bear in mind there is a lot of up to the city, which is why you may have forgotten, and I will remind you now that you did pay 2 copper pieces to use the harbour gondola for a day. But no, you don't see anything visible. There are a lot of people in the harbour area. There's a lot of stuff. There's tall ships. Obviously, there's
Short
people
ships,
moving.
fat ships, skinny ships. Yeah, we know it's fine.
Ships the size of your head. Yes, we have no ships that are shaped like bananas. There's a lot of verticality to the city. So, but there's a lot of stuff to scan. You look around. You don't see any other kobolds
Bearing in
flying
mind
or
that
otherwise.
I was going to say they were above us last time, didn't they?
Yeah, you remember that. Ariso looks down at these 2 kobolds. He stands head and shoulders above them. Like he stands head and shoulders above most things. He is a big lad holding, from their point of view, a crate, which is a cot, which contains the tiefling. And he is just staring at them.
Can I get to a secluded spot where I can still see them?
Yeah.
I want to shoot William.
Okay, yeah, you roll to hit, I guess.
But I'm going to say it now. I want to shoot him and re-enter stealth.
Mm-hmm.
26, 19.
Yeah, well, that hits. Do you want to roll damage for me?
Yeah, 9 plus 12 damage total.
12 damage total. Let me just find the kobolds.
Come on.
H
And
I
then I rolled
J.
a 23 for stealth. Just
Is that actually K? No, that's L. That's K. We're getting close. Sticky, yeah. It's because I had a thing post-it for the Kraken, which means
Kraken!
kobolds on the other side. Okay, cool. Right, Kebad. So what was the damage?
damage was 12 total.
You're shooting William.
Yeah.
In the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you shoot William in the back. He drops. Just straight away.
And then I rolled 23 for stealth.
And he's tough. William drops with an arrow in his back, and the other kobold turns around, reaches to his chest area, and pulls out a badge. Anyone looking at the other kobold, who so far hasn't been named, your natural perceptions are pretty high anyway. So I'm going to say if you are in sight of the second kobold, he has a police badge. Holds it up, pulls a whistle out, and starts blowing it. The whistle is kind of thin and reedy to begin with, but as he blows, it gets louder and louder and louder, and he just starts calling for help. Police officer down, he starts screaming.
Police
officer down! Officer down, what are they doing? It's been shot from
We're all
behind.
stood there
He,
just like,
he doesn't know it's
what
them.
His friend's just been dropped by an arrow. And
Doesn't
now...
know it's them.
No, but he's now screaming that there's police officers down. Oh, police officers, Dan! Oh, William, why does it have to be you? You were the best of us!
Is he actually dead or just unconscious dead?
If you're a monster, he would be dead.
But
But this is
can I
different
heal him
rules
and will he come
set.
back?
If you heal him, well, try and heal him.
I'll heal him.
Okay, try and heal him. What do you heal him for?
11 points of damage.
11 points. Yeah, you push past
Kind of
and
Touch him and
yeah, you just
hand would
grip
glow and it would be like,
the arrow, pull it out, and then just hold. The other kobold's like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing to him? Is that enough?"
I'm
And
healing him, shut your
you
face.
Heal him. There's a coughing and a spluttering and a very kind of weak.
Just look at him and go, "You all right, William?"
Kebad.
I think your friend's alright.
But he's still, the other kobold's still blowing the whistle, and Ariso takes this moment just to step past, on where the other bobs just kind of go around behind where the kobold's looking, and just up onto the harbour
flagging.
proper.
I'm,
At
before
this
we move
point-
on, going to cast Calm Emotions.
Onto.
The kobolds.
Okay. Please do that, if you would be so kind.
They need to make a charisma saving throw of 13.
Charisma saving throw of 13, so I have 2 dice here.
Yep, and it is within a 20-foot radius.
So that's a charisma, which they are both at -1 for. One makes a 17 and the other one is 2. We are going to say William fails, and the other kobold gets a 17.
Okay. It's
Too
just,
agitated.
yeah, that's fine. But William's very calm now. Like, he's fine. He's not freaked out about being shot. Like, it was an accident. Like, we don't even know where it came from. It could have been...
Are you explaining this to them?
No.
No, it's just calm emotions. He's just super chill.
Okay, so he's super chill.
Is he on the Doomsters?
Yeah, pretty much is the
So one of
magical
the-
version of here. Have a doobie snack.
Oh, hang on. If
Uh-huh.
let me just read it because it's a friggin' long spell.
Yeah. Don't get to the point where it's you're like, oh, actually it causes 2d6 damage regardless. It's like they're calm, but they're also hugely damaged and inconvenienced. That'd be like, oh, all right. Well, there's a couple of dead kobolds with.
Can I stealth my way back to the Bobs?
Well, Bob's
And
now
Ariso.
walking towards you. So.
No, the one who failed, I charm, literally, so he's just calmed. It just makes him super chill. That's right. I can make him not hostile towards the person, or I can just make him chill out.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so they're both calm, rather than. Okay.
Going off like an air raid siren.
Chilled.
Okay, so they're kind of chilled, but they have actually already called for help, and they have already said officer down. So
They just cried wolf.
I just wanted to see if anyone heard it. Okay, as you guys the Bobs are actually off the quayside and onto the harbour proper, so they're off their little jetty. There we are. So there's lots of little jetties that go out into the harbour where the boats are moored, and then they're up on the harbour wall.
By the way, that spell lasts for a minute, so anyone who comes into that 20-foot radius within that minute
It's going to be calmed.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But they have to make the save, so.
Okay, cool. Right. So what is everyone else doing right
Let's
at this
roll.
moment in time?
Nick, if you can get the GTA higher, I would.
Eh?
Woo!
Mhm.
Woo!
Oh! I'm getting out of there.
Woo! Woo! There's a gaming pigeon. Woo!
Just because they saw an arrow, that's range of...
From previous knowledge, would I know how to get back to Charlie's?
You probably would. Well, you know how to get there via the gondola. Because that's where you came last time.
Or
Mm-hmm.
where was
Woo!
Big Sal's? Was Big Sal's?
It wasn't too
gondola
far
as
from
well.
Charlie's, yeah. Everything, because you were basically the top of the city. And if you remember...
Harbour's at the bottom.
Yeah, the harbour's at the bottom and all the stuff is at the top, and there's kind of like strata in between. So what were you doing? Just kind of like...
If I remain in stealth, I want to make my way to Ariso.
Well, Ariso, yeah, okay. You creep around. I'm not going to make you roll for it again. You creep around and work your way into the few Bobs and Ariso who are just walking towards the gondola anyway. Everyone else, are you? What were you doing?
I'm going to
Following.
walk away now.
Yeah, going.
Okay, you guys go, which just leaves the cleric. Cleric, over to Chum.
Pat William and say, look after yourself and walk off.
All right, you do that. As you walk up
Say to his mate, look after him.
onto the harbour wall proper, you see walking in the opposite direction towards the two golems. The two golems? The two kobolds. A golem. I'm coming to help
Oh dear.
you. As the golem walks from the harbour side onto the onto the jetty itself towards the two kobolds. Good.
Nothing to see here.
Yes, I too would like to shoot somebody in broad daylight in the middle of a city. Hi,
From stealth.
from stealth. That was interesting. Okay,
Well,
so
they
yeah.
attacked us before.
You saying that all kobolds are hostile?
They were the same.
No, it's the same
kobolds.
guys. He even said, my friend William here, and William was already identified in the first attack against us.
Yeah, but there's loads called Bobs. How do you know the other guy's name wasn't William?
What, all kobolds are now called William?
Yeah.
if that's the case, damn you, Neil.
I mean, I don't think from where you were. Oh no, you would have heard. You would have heard them calling out for help that a police officer is downed. So, hey.
Well, we just found ourselves a pair of bent coppers, then.
Anyway, Ariso and the Bobs make it to the harbour gondola, and they hand over some money, and everyone is now looking at the halfling. It was stealthed into the gondola, but
Are you gonna pay?
Yeah, I'll pay.
Hint.
Can you cross off 2 copper pieces
Of course I can.
as you're handed a day pass for the gondola? And the owner rolled incredibly high. You are stealthed, but they can see you inside the gondola.
I suddenly stealthed my way back to the Bobs.
Yeah, they were in the gondola.
If you were stealth in the gondola, it wouldn't have mattered. They can. The guy was just waiting for you to pay up. It's like, yeah, there's not a lot of places in here to hide, unless you're going to be inside
Unless you're not
inside the cot with
invisible.
Lillian. In which case, questions will be asked. You head up onto
What
the
are you
upper
doing?
level.
Get out.
Everyone else, what were you guys doing? Apart
Into
from...
the gondola!
Yeah,
You-
what's the
you
dog?
guys- Okay,
Mhm.
so you take the next car up.
Acting, chill.
Can everyone knock off 2 copper pieces?
Already done it.
In an exchange, you will get your day pass as you go up to the upper level. Up on the upper level, you guys disembark and you see Ariso and the Bobs heading off towards Charlie's place. They're not moving particularly fast, but everyone is getting out of their way. So
We'll catch up with them, hopefully.
you catch up with them, no problems. I'm just going to assume everyone is now heading to Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Do
get
French horns exist in this game? You know,
I
I don't
mean,
think
they
they
would just be called horns, not French horns, but yes.
yeah, quite possibly a French horn would exist, but it's not going to be called a French horn because
France doesn't exist.
yeah. What is a French? Although they do have parfaits and avocado toast, so that's there. That's fun.
Yes, them elves.
Them elves. Anyway,
It's called an
yeah,
elf horn.
the elven horn. Does Gondor call for aid?
That's
James,
humans.
I want one.
Humans. Yeah.
Humans. Gondor's humans. Not an
Yeah.
elf horn. It's a human horn. Get it right. Ugh.
Yes, but are the elves going to help the humans?
No.
No, the
No one
elves
likes the
never help
humans.
them unless they can gain something from it.
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
Like a lonely mountain full of gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, racial profiling.
Racial profiling. Anyway. Yeah, you get to Charlie's place, which kind of has the look of a lighthouse, as we said before. There is a door.
Mad
at street
scientist's
level.
laboratory.
Lariso, it stands there with arms full of cot. So one of the
Oh,
was like,
I'll knock on the door.
you can knock on the door.
See? Foley!
Great Foley, yeah.
Yeah!
When I started doing this, I added a bunch of Foley into it from like the YouTube library. But the fire sound, there was only like one fire sound, and I encoded the video, and it sounded like just like popping, crackling static in the background. So I got rid of it all. I was just like, nah, I can't.
No, that's the one good. That's the one sound effect I'm good at. Is doors.
Banging wood. All right,
Because
good.
you know, just to me desk.
You are.
You bang on the door. It's a good minute or so before you hear a bolt drawn back. Then another. And another. And another. So the metal work on this door before the door itself swings inwards. Basically it's kind of like the inside of a vault where you've got the bars sort of sticking out, and then you just sort of turn a crank and they pull in. It's good. Yeah. You feel that you could probably beat on this door for a while at street level and not going anywhere. It'd be easier to take out the stone around it. And the door opens.
Especially if it's human stone.
What? As opposed to dwarven stone?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Did you know that when they go to the mines of Moria in Lord of the Rings, with the bodies of the dwarves from The Hobbit are there? Good. Just wanted to let you know, if you really like the dwarves and The Hobbit, they're all dead.
Of course they're all dead.
I was just getting that out there. Horribly dead. Not even nicely dead.
And they call it a mine.
Yeah.
A mine.
Well, that's why Gandalf was like, let's go through the mines. They probably cleared it out.
No, they didn't.
They got murdered.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
Anyway,
Charles.
yeah. So the door opens and Charles is standing there. He sees Ariso, he sees the Bobs, and he sees the cop.
Sees the rest of us just not looking happy.
Steps back and allows them into the room. It is a large circular room with the stairs that go up the outside, much like a lighthouse. There's floors above, and occupying the space above you is the orrery, the big brass orrery.
Yay!
Charlie walks with Ariso over to the fireplace. You shut the door and you bolt it back up.
Yeah, basically.
It's much like a door on a submarine. You're bolting this thing back together, and it's yeah.
Just inspecting the metalwork, you know.
It's
passable for human work.
It's passable.
Right.
I mean, it's good, better than most doors you've seen in this place. You wouldn't be able to. You'd have trouble picking it, without actually being on the inside. Very, very difficult to pick. But he walks with Ariso over to there's a small couch next to the fireplace, and they take Lillian from the cot and just lay her down on there. The dagger is still sticking out of her chest, and there are some words going between the two. Quiet, muttered, murmuring.
I'm going to try and listen.
There's that spiral farting again. Can you hear it?
Can you roll me a roll?
What do you want? Perception?
I would love perception. And you might want to roll high.
Natural 20, 27.
Son of a bitch.
What?
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Your lovely purple dice in the purple dice tray.
It's so weighted, that dice.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely insane.
It's a
That's
Scanlan
crazy.
dice, that's why.
I'm just waiting for the day when you roll it. You're expecting a natural 20 for something critical, and it just one after one after one.
It's going to happen one day. It's going to catch up.
Yeah. You kind of close your eyes and turn your head, and they are definitely talking about Lillian, specifically the dagger, and Ariso saying that he followed the instructions after the pendant was broken, that her soul may have been lost, but they drove the dagger into the body like the instructions said. And Charlie's, you did well. That's exactly what any of us could have done. It will keep her safe, secure here. We'll have to find her soul at some other time. Maybe these can help, Ariso says. I've seen them, they've fought with us.
Jesus, Alex. What's this?
What are you doing?
He's about to get
And
Soul Hunter.
hammer to the head.
Charles, I don't recognize them. They came in with Lillian. You don't recognize them? I thought they worked for you. I thought they worked with you. Maybe Lillian. I'm so distracted. Maybe we should talk to them.
I'm going to walk over at this point.
Ariso stands. Charlie takes a moment and just adjusts Lillian's hair before standing himself. Charles, unlike the Bobs and Ariso, Charles is very much wearing formal wear for a city gentleman. It's dark. It's very dark, but there is very fine stitching embroidery, which catches the light as he turns. You think that this is a person who has enough money to really be absent-minded and to focus on the things that he
has,
or likes to focus on.
As the saying goes, more money than sense.
Well, he might actually have the sense because the orrery above is something.
That's intelligence,
of
not
focus.
sense. Difference.
But he turns to you and he says, "Thank you for bringing her back. I would have hoped that she would have been brought back whole, but Arisa says that there was an accident. Sorcerer, perhaps. It has also come to my attention that we've never been formally introduced. I'm sure we would have met before. You don't work for me formally, do you?
You sent us to Straylight.
Hmm.
You sent us north with a shard of demon class, Charlie.
But you weren't formally in my employ.
No.
I'm sorry, I have been distracted. My name is Charles Carfax, and I have been studying a phenomena which has been affecting our world. And he puts his hand up and points to the orrery. And then glances over at Lillian. You may have noticed some odd things occurring. I did need you to go north. You met the Lady of the North, I imagine.
So we met the personification of winter.
Ah, good.
Interesting lady.
The personification of winter. And that seemed normal to you?
I'm a cleric.
The personification of an entire season. It seems...
I've seen this personification of death a few times. Nice chap, very quiet.
Ah, death as well.
Hmm.
Things are changing. It is interesting that you have seen these, and you are unfazed and unchanged by them. Not worried in the slightest. Tell me, what else have you seen?
Drop shit's on fire.
Drop shit's on fire?
Yeah.
Where was that? Near Orion's belt? Love him.
Yeah.
Love his work. That was a very different film.
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen anything strange on your travels?
Have you ever heard this?
He's talking to all of you.
I was say he's talking to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the mayor's a talking banana.
That's pretty odd.
Is it a polymorph spell? Who knows?
The mayor. He should not be trusted.
No,
You've spoken to him and...
No,
he's-
we were spoken at.
He wanted to know who we worked for.
Yeah, yes. He doesn't trust me. As a few wouldn't. But those people are... how do we say? Mistrusting of magic users. Which is a strange position to be in a world like ours. He was changed into a banana, it is true, and in time, if he doesn't break the spell, he may suffer the same fate as any other fruit. That is to say, he will go bad, and die.
That would be
I'll have a little
terrible.
chuckle
He
at
was
that. It's like-
such a charming person.
It may be funny on the outside, but on the inside, I'm sure things will happen.
We all
I
know.
believe he has been hiring kobolds in order to bolster the police force.
That would
It
explain
is,
something then.
yes.
We were shaken down by a couple of them on the docks. The same
Well-
two who attacked us when we came to this wonderful dump.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna say city.
Ah. I believe you were too hard on Carrigan Moor. It is a useful place, full of useful people.
I saw a hat wearing a rat.
Wearing a
That
rat.
went the
No.
wrong way round. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh.
Only if it is, don't change it, it's cool.
Yeah, I saw it in that order.
Speaking of strange, I believe the magic may be having an effect on our world. The orrery, which I have been building and perfecting over time, has taken much of my concentration and interest away from other affairs. I'm sorry that we were not, well, I suppose formally acquainted. Or at least you were not formally put on the payroll. Speaking of which, he walks over to a small lockbox and opens it, closes it, and then hands it to any of the party.
Take it.
The ranger.
The ranger's like,
no, I'm going to step forward and take it.
So he goes to hand it to the ranger, and the bard just
Body checks
steps
him,
in front
chunk.
and takes the lockbox.
I'm just going to make the expression, ah.
Your payment. It's 250 gold.
That could
So
almost
now
buy
we
another
have
dog.
3 different people holding party gold. What's the point?
It's
Um,
not party gold, it's 50 gold each.
I was going to
James-
say, it's just gold
Oh,
between
no,
all of us.
it's not 50 gold, is he?
50 gold each if you give him 50 to the dog.
Yeah. Oh, he needs food and stuff.
Yeah, it does need food and stuff.
Food and
so-
stuff.
Yeah, he
Okay, so I can't
hands
add up. Bugger off.
payment. And there may be more if you wish to carry on working for me in a more full-time manner. He looks over at Lillian. I do have a quest for you if you should so wish. If you
Yeah,
wish to stay.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was eavesdropping. I'm really nosy and really perceptive. I heard you say something about her soul.
He
It's
glances
like trying to work with the
over
radar, it really
at-
is. I'm saying this to him, it's
I
just...
can't help it. It
Oh,
just
really?
happens when
You're
I'm in a
actually
room.
saying that? Those words?
No, I won't. I'll just apologise for the fact I couldn't save her.
Her soul. Her soul was bound to her pendant. When it shattered, her soul was released into, well, for now, another dimension. If you would, well, if you care for her, as we do, there may be a way of saving her.
Does this dimension have bright lights?
It has demons.
Demons that have bright lights?
Well, I'm told there is a lot of fire, if you count fire as bright. Yes?
Sorry, just weird dreams.
Tell me about these dreams.
Lots
Tell
of
me
bright
about
lights
your mother.
It's
You're
bright
telling
lights.
your mother!
that I didn't recognise. Mechanical beasts, bright lights. The city's the same but different. It's very strange.
That is exactly what I'd like to hear about. Anything to do with the city being the same but different. Tell me, do you know what a nodal point is?
I don't know, do I?
I guess not. He steps into the middle of the room, away from the fireplace, and directly underneath the orrery.
Sorry.
Friends, new friends. Do you have any spells? Offensive in nature.
Oh, please.
I'm quite
please.
offensive. Oh, you meant the spells. Yeah, no. I have some damaging spells, I know.
Yeah, same.
Then please, strike the orrery. And he points to the center. There is a globe in the center of the orrery. Yeah, strike it with an offensive spell.
Do you want us to roll to hit?
Yes, it's not a difficult target to hit. It's not moving. It's a stationary target that's quite
One!
big.
Actually, to be perfectly
The
honest,
cantrips count.
Still a offensive spell.
my offensive spells are like all save spells. Does that so I don't particularly roll to hit it, but I'm guessing I will still hit it.
19 with Firebolt.
19 with Firebolt. So you're just straight in there hitting it with a Firebolt.
Say I'll cast a Sacred Flame, just like...
All right. What's the damage on the Firebolt?
1.
Okay, you flick up a Fireball and it strikes the center of the orrery. It's nothing observable. Anyone else?
I hit it with a Dissonant Whispers, and that's a 13.
Okay. You hit it with Dissonant Whispers. The orrery, yeah, there's no...
I throw
No
a
change.
handful of Holy Light at it, basically. Just a flash of light from my hand.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. As you hit it with 8 points of damage, you see a shadow. There is something. It almost hurts your eyes. Anyone looking at the orrery, almost as if there were 2 orreries, but it's not. It's not quite. No. Charlie straightens up and brushes down the front of his waistcoat and takes a pair of little round glasses. He says, "No, I think you misunderstand. I said hit it with something offensive." And he closes his eyes, puts his hand out, and staff just smacks into his hand.
Right, Thor, chill out.
Thor, Gandalf, Sauron, anyone with a... And
Saruman the White.
closes his eyes for a second and hits it with a fireball, which just detonates on the underside of the orrery. For a moment, you see very clearly 2 auroras, 2 planetary systems, one in brass and one in shadow. It's not a shadow, it is split, separated from one of the machines, but it itself is a machine. On it, you see lights, pinpricks, tiny little points of interest. It looks like Earth from space, many times over. Have you seen anything like this?
I
He
did.
says.
I was sat on a celestial body orbiting this planet.
This, I believe, is what may cause that nodal point, a change in history that we cannot go back from.
This is called the Cursed Earth.
It may be us, a negative version of us where everything is opposite, where good is bad and bad is good. Day is night, cats and dogs live together. You know,
And Nick doesn't set fire to churches.
and
Hey.
it doesn't set fire to churches.
So we
Or
built
it could
them
be-
instead.
Or it could be another world entirely, an alternate world, a world that
Different
eschews
plane.
magic. Perhaps one that is wrapped in technology.
Terrifying thought.
I don't know, but I've been seeing glimpses in my
But
dreams.
we're gonna find out! Okay.
In my work. It could be something, it could be nothing.
Can
The
understand
mayor-
why you're a bit distracted now.
The mayor himself wishes this to be destroyed. But he knows he has no power. Not here. Not over me and not over my business.
You have no power here, Charlie the human.
Charlie
The
Car-
humanoid.
Charles Carfax. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you wish to help, first we must help Lillian. And for that, I need something. A part. And to change the page.
Hang on!
Yeah. Just gotta give my notes.
Charlie just breaks character, runs over and goes...
Wait, did you say change page? Isn't it on the back of an EDF envelope?
No, I've moved over to folding a A4 in half because there's way more notes these days.
DM's upgraded.
I know, right?
DM had to upgrade because now we started off on envelopes and now we're on actual paper. So. I need a part called the Sunflower. If you are willing, I would like you to visit a town called Ballard. It's on the very southern coast of Rália. Simply it. Go to the town, retrieve the sunflower, and come back.
Is the sunflower an obvious item?
It will be obvious when you see it.
Like the personification of winter, how you described her.
I mean, he wasn't far wrong.
Yeah, wasn't far wrong. Is it
You're
God?
back,
Is
Academy
it
boy?
Titan? Is
She's-
it
Yeah. Natural force.
a natural force?
By the way, it's 60 gold each with 10 gold left over. If I don't know if you want to put that into the party funds or not.
You can just
Okay.
keep mine.
Give Nick a bit extra for his dog.
Well, that's party funds. That's what I was going to put it into.
Just put it into the party funds.
That's why it's 10 gold. It's 60
Okay.
gold each, and then, like I say, there is just 10 gold left over, so we can just put that aside for pooch.
60
Which-
times 4, 240 plus 10,
Yeah, it's 250.
250.
So you get some money, and then I think we've got like 90 gold kicking around.
Kicking a boot.
So whatever the dog needs,
A gold coat.
I could probably make one.
A gold coat.
I
Yeah.
could probably make one.
Yeah, so needs something called the sunflower.
BALLAD.
Yes. Bravo Alpha Lima Lima Alpha Delta.
Good, that's what I've written down.
A town called Ballard.
And it's what, south of it, did you say?
It is it is on the south coast of Rália.
Do you think Aricio would take us?
You going to ask him that?
Yeah.
You ask Ariso, and he says, "Lad, the south coast is a long way away with my ship. I could make it, but it would take many months to get there." Charlie says, "No, I can arrange transport for you and your party. It would take moments to get there. Although the trip back would take a little longer. I'll arrange that while you're away."
Neil's slowly slipping into the Alan Rickman style.
Well, that's basically Charlie.
Yeah, basically. I kind of
You
pictured him
went
like
from
that.
Poshman to hello. This is Alan
Hello.
Rickman.
Can I?
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Harry Potter.
Ronald Weasley.
Ronald Weasley.
It's Leviosa.
It's Leviosa.
All right. So you have
I will
a
introduce
request.
myself then. Charlie. Charlie or Charles?
Well,
What would you like?
Lillian always called me Charlie. It was something, an in-joke with her. Charlie's demon, she called herself. Did your eyes just roll?
Yes, I'm
Did
gonna
you
punch you
only
next
just
time.
Did you literally only just get that? It's like 17 episodes in, and you've only just got. That's why Charlie's called Charlie.
Not Charlie's angel, he's Charlie's demon.
Yeah. It never really kind of twigged until just that point, and I'm just like, oh, for goodness sakes. I'll punch you next time I see you, it's fine.
Okay.
It might
cool.
be 2021, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, due to the apocalypse.
Apocalypse. I will introduce myself. I am Varsin Kael'son,
He
cleric of
nods
the
and
god Morrigan.
shakes your hand.
It is nice to meet you.
I'm
Yeah,
just going to
again.
nod and say, my name is Sariel. Don't really have a last name.
Don't have,
Spain.
don't have a last name because I never wrote one down.
I think we just start
Okay.
calling you Sariel Bane.
Bane?
Oh, yeah. A bad spell is his life.
So, anyone else introducing themselves, or are we just...
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I'll just stand with the ranger.
So
I'm
the
just gonna
range...
roll my eyes and be like, the tiny one there is called Milo, and the grumpy one with the dog is called Banther.
And how much do you
Let's
believe
see.
this woman
Is that what you're saying?
with this particular mouth of
Are
words?
you
No.
saying... Are you literally saying that out loud?
No.
Okay.
There's something I did want to say, but you'd bleep it out or
Yes.
kill me.
We know what you're going to say. Shush.
Hush now.
Okay. Yeah. And
And the
he
dog's
says,
called Fenton, by the way.
Ah.
Oh yeah, good boy Fenton.
He walks over to the side of the room. There's a little sideboard there. He opens a little, kind of similar to the lockbox in size, but it's much more ornately decorated. And he pulls out something, holds it in his hand, and hands it to Fenton. It's a little biscuit. It's Fenton biscuit.
Yeah.
Fenton's special biscuit.
Phantom biscuit.
Good. Oh, Fenton biscuit.
I shall say thank you.
Good.
Like a
Cheers,
polite
love.
doggo in a word. Ow!
Did you just punch the desk?
I kind of slapped like half my fingers on the edge.
All right. So he says, "When you are ready, I will transport you from here
Can we
to
do a
Bard."
rest first?
I'll say, I think we might need to go and see Sal for a room for the night.
Very well.
See you in the morning?
Can we rest at the next place if it's only going to take a couple of seconds?
We get there and it's on fire.
No,
It's-
I'd rather
it's-
rest before we get there.
It's
And-
late, Nick.
Why would the place you're going to be on fire?
And I
I
also
don't
want
know.
to do
I
some
remember
shopping.
you and James and teleports and me burning to death.
I kind of want to go
Wait,
ahead.
wait.
Oh
No,
yeah, I
I
forgot
want to
that.
do some shopping. I want
No
a shopping
shopping.
montage.
No shopping.
I want shopping.
No shopping.
I want shopping.
I mean, you will be going to another town.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to another town. We'll go
Fine.
shopping there. And if we leave in the morning, we'll be in the morning. So we can go have breakfast in the new town, get to know the place, and then rob it blind and come back.
Okay, fine.
Right. See, that was a good
Okay.
plan.
The rogue says,
Okay,
"Prick up."
yeah.
What?
So
Rob what?
Charlie, Charlie,
If that's fine with you, Charles.
yeah,
Charlie, Charles. What
Charles.
did we agree on? Charles.
He says,
Xavier.
very
Xavier.
well. Slightly wrong direction, but okay.
Carfax Abbey is where I was going.
Chocula? Count Duckula!
Mm.
He's not secretly a duck, is he?
I can hear two people.
I can
Yes,
see
he
his
does.
face. I think I hit the nail on the head with that. And the second he said Carfax, I was like, Carfax Abbey.
Anyway,
Isn't that... That's King Arthur, isn't it?
no, it's not.
I know. You know
Anyway.
exactly what it isn't.
Anyway, Charlie says,
Anyway,
very well.
pretty
I'll
well.
meet you in the morning. That's wrong again.
I was going to say, you're still wrong.
What?
The sudden intake of air, as if you're going to eat something with fava beans.
No.
wrong way.
No. No. Think better about it.
I want to try and get some milkshake from the last dregs of the bottom of a cup.
Leslie Nielsen.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
That was terrible. Yes, I said it. You can give me the double fingers all you like. I don't care.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but it's relevant. It's
Anyway,
Anyway, we'll go see Sal.
you're going to go see Sal. Okay.
I mean, that's gross.
So you, yeah,
But we'll bid him this evening. Good evening. Whatever.
Discord. Okay, you bid him adieu and proceed back out onto the street.
Go out, go left, go down the alley, turn out, and turn left again.
I
Yeah.
am stealth.
Roll for stealth. Okay.
You're so lucky I didn't take light.
I'm glad I get to re-roll ones.
Yeah, just cast light on the rogue. Okay,
26.
I'm in stealth.
26.
No.
Okay. Yep, you enter stealth. Yeah, I've seen that before. Just, I've had enough of the rogue. I'll just cast light on him. How long does it last? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I might actually take that skill.
That'd be
spell.
hilarious.
There's no.
Yes. You believe you're stealthed. I'm sorry. Is that a Christmas ornament, or is the rogue trying to sneak up on me? Anyway, yeah, you head out and head back to Big Sal's, who I'm just gonna straight assume you bang on the door.
Knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Sal opens the door and says,
Evening, Sal.
Hey, sugar.
"Hey, sugar."
Yay! It's great to see you. You're looking as
Sal.
lovely as ever.
Sal being the Gorgon in a proper. Yeah, she's wearing a pantsuit.
Snake's
as
looking ravishing this evening.
Oh, she's looking fly.
You are looking ravishing as always, my dear.
Maybe not fly when you have reptiles for hair, but you know.
But she looks after them scales. She good.
Yeah. Well, there's no flies because they eat them.
None of them.
As snakes probably don't. Yeah, she invites you in. It's the same. It's 10 copper pieces for a single room and 15 for the multi-room. If you're doing the same as you did before.
15 silver.
Copper.
I want my own
Copper.
room.
If it's 15 silver, we're down at the whorehouse.
I'll pay for the rooms this time. James got them last time.
How about say we
Okay.
just do it out of the party funds if you want?
No, I paid for them.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's 10 copper for the solo room and 15 for the three-way.
So we need
25 copper. Because apparently somebody wanted to go solo and not sleep with a bunch of dudes.
Sleep in my own room.
Well,
Just-
you pay for your own room then.
Just
It's
starfish
fine.
out on the
I'm quite
bed.
happy to pay for my own room.
Will you pay for your own room then?
Alright, so everyone knock off the copper, the 15 from the party funds and the 10 from the bard's funds. You
Are
go
you taking
down.
off yours, Alex? Or okay, all right.
Okay, you go down onto the planks below the low level of the city street, as you did last time. There is certainly a drop beneath you, but the rooms themselves, although they are suspended underneath,
Pretty
underneath
solid.
yeah, they're pretty solid and clean and warm. So it's
And room-like, which is what exactly what we want.
It's exactly what you want. It's also probably exactly the right place to leave it. So we should probably leave it there.
Yes.
You have a new quest. You have a place you need to be. You have some more
Thing we
information
have to
about
get.
the world, and you have something you need to get. Cool. So we're going to leave it there. If you like this, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe, and if you do subscribe, click the little bell because they're giving you notifications when videos go live. And clicking the thumbs up helps the videos get searched. Yeah, and that's about everything. Goodbye.
May they all have
Bye.
a good idea.
Bye.
So we're thinking with portals now.
Are you thinking of portals now?
Speedy thing comes in. Speedy thing goes out.
Exactly. So
I didn't mention a portal.
You did.
Did I mention a portal?
He's going to beam you up, Scotty. He's
Okay.
going
No,
to
I just-
disintegrate our
I
bodies.
just said he was going to get you there
Half-Facts up is
quick.
Dracula.
Is
The
it
reference
now?
was Leslie Nielsen from Dracula Dead and Loving It when I can't remember his little name, but when he spills blood all over himself and he's like
Oh, I was thinking Jack Nicholson.
that was
You're
Anthony
thinking about
Hopkins as
Anthony
Hopkins,
Hopkins in
That one.
Silence of the
Here's
Lambs.
Johnny.
Silence of the Lambs. There's Johnny, that's The Shining. That's Jack Nicholson.
Is it? Oh.
They are billions?
They Are Billions is not a fantasy survival game. You're about to play a superior survival fantasy RPG game.
Ark!
Although apparently not everyone survived, so that's fun. I was explaining to James last week that Lillian is actually named after Lillian Gish, the silver screen actress from the 1920s and 30s, and Lillian Gish and Lillian the Tiefling share one thing in common:
They're dead.
they're both dead.
That's sad.
Called it.
Sorry, but I thought it was quite funny. All right, I mean, not actually funny.
Yep, your left channel went disconnected.
James rage quit. Right. Okay, shall we get this show on the road?